way, movie lovers, just a reminder, be kind, rewind, and have a totally awesome night.
Remember when Friday nights meant the video store? Cam and Kobe are bringing it all back. The smell of popcorn, the hum of neon lights, those covers with artwork so rad, it didn't matter what was actually on the tape. And yeah, those late fees you kept hidden from your parents. Because those movies weren't just rentals, they were your childhood in the making. This is Raised by VHS.
Welcome to Raised by VHS, proudly paying late fees since the 80s. Let's pop this tape, adjust the tracking, dim the lights, Cam. We got a staff-recommended pick for all those people out there this evening.
Absolutely.
And what is it, man?
And this is one I think a lot of people have seen.
Yeah,
which
it
is a big reason why I picked it,
Mhm.
and a good one from our childhood.
Yeah.
Another all-time classic, very well known by most. This pick was from the 80s,
Mhm.
and this one was my pick.
Mhm.
We're going to talk about The Karate Kid.
You picked The Karate Kid, which it didn't track with me with you, but that's cool.
I know.
That's part of this.
We're going to be covering
Yeah.
movies that wouldn't necessarily be like my all-time first, pick, because it was still part of my childhood.
It was
Still part of everybody's, well, hopefully,
Not everybody.
all the best listeners.
Yeah, it definitely was. So let's talk about this.
Yeah,
sucker.
so film basics.
Mhm.
The Karate Kid was released in 1984, directed by John G. Alvedson, sorry, who also directed Rocky.
Yeah.
And there's some similarities here.
There
too,
really
right?
is.
And there's
It's-
some crossover, which we'll talk about later. But
Mhm.
it's very similar underdog theme, which I love.
Mhm.
Everybody loves that, right?
Oh, especially as a kid, that was
Exactly.
That was so
You're
big,
like,
dude.
you don't want to see your hero get beat.
Nah.
And this was distributed by Columbia Pictures.
Mhm.
At the time, was owned by Coca-Cola, and so
Oh, it was.
and that was why there's a lot of
Mm.
like product placement for it through the movie. Worldwide total box office, the film grossed over 90 million with a budget of 8 million. So that's a
Yeah.
huge success.
It is a huge success, and I actually saw another number that they added something else in it.
On top of that, 90.
It was like 120
I saw
or
that,
something.
too.
So it was hard to know what number's real.
So
there.
yeah,
but
still,
most places
that's a
say
huge gain, man.
It's a huge hit,
Yeah.
major success,
Yeah.
like you said.
And the featured cast. So there's a lot of newcomers here, which is pretty
Mhm.
cool. So Ralph Macchio is Daniel LaRusso,
Mhm.
and then
he hadn't done a whole lot. He'd done Outsiders.
he had done one, yeah.
Which was huge.
Well, a few things, but
The
yeah.
Outsiders was big.
And that's kind of where he had, I mean, he was known well enough that they
Yeah.
were looking at him,
Mhm.
but not first off.
I was
But I'm
looking
talking
at him.
about- I was looking at him big time.
Mm.
And then Noriyuki
Mhm.
Morita, Pat,
Pat,
as Mr. Miyagi.
Yep.
Awesome character.
he's so good.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen him actually in Happy Days? It's so crazy.
I forgot
to
he
see.
was in there. Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember thinking, I'm like, that is Mr. Miyagi. Why does he speak so well?
I know, that's very odd. I actually showed this to my wife. I showed a little clip of him talking, like in an interview. She's like, he doesn't have a Japanese accent.
No,
I'm like,
not at all.
No, he does not.
That's the thing. Like, there's a lot of actors because of their family history
Mhm.
and like having heard the accent, they know how to do
Yeah.
it perfectly.
It's so good. Yeah,
and
it's
so
awesome.
he did. Elisabeth Shue, this was her first big role,
It was.
and she is Allie Mills in the movie.
Oh, so good.
Billy Zabka, and you guys probably know him more now
Mhm.
because of the Netflix series, but he plays Johnny Lawrence, and then Martin Kove as John Kreese.
Yeah, and Billy
Total-
Zabka, this was his first role.
Oh yeah, it was. That's right.
That's insane.
And it sounds like we'll talk about that later. But
Mhm.
when he interviewed, he was pretty intense, and it
Yeah.
like fit perfectly.
Yeah.
So tagline: a bully teen finds an unlikely mentor and learns the strengths that come from within, not just fists, allowing him to overcome his enemies. So
cool.
then we're gonna talk about that. So movie basics. This is kind of the story. An outcast teenager named Daniel LaRusso moves to California and quickly finds himself the target of a group of karate-trained bullies
Oh, man.
from Cobra Kai dojo, led by the ruthless Johnny Lawrence. Daniel's rescued from the brutal attack by his apartment's handyman, Mr. Miyagi, who is a martial arts master.
Lucky.
Miyagi agrees to train Daniel to defend himself, but only by competing in the All Valley Karate Championships. The training is unconventional, focused on building muscle memory through chores like waxing cars and sanding floors. Very weird, unconventional training.
Yeah.
And under Miyagi's mentorship, Daniel not only learns karate, but also important life lessons and balance and inner peace.
Yeah.
The film culminates in a final match between Daniel and Johnny at the tournament. Despite being severely injured by Cobra Kai student Daniel, makes a comeback and defeats Johnny with an iconic crane kick, earning the respect of his opponents and the entire crowd. Pretty sweet stuff.
Yeah.
So the Karate Kid received several notable award nominations and wins, particularly for Pat Morita's performance as Mr. Miyagi. Academy Award, Pat Morita was nominated for Best Supporting Actor at the 57th Academy Awards for his portrayal of Mr. Miyagi. This was his first of 2 Academy Award nominations.
That is crazy. Like from this,
For him?
Well, it's just crazy that like this little kind of teenage, a little bit
Teeny
of a
bopper
goofy
movie?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he got nominated for Best Supporting Actor. That's pretty
he did
cool.
a great job.
He really did.
Golden Globe Awards. He also received a nomination for Best Supporting Actor in Motion Pictures at the Golden Globe Awards and the Young Artist Awards. The film did well at the Young Artist Awards, winning Best Family Motion Picture, Drama, and Elisabeth Shue won for Best Young Supporting Actress.
That's cool.
That is cool.
That is way cool.
This movie kind of kicked off her career. So
it really did. Did you see the stuff that she was in before?
I didn't actually see. No, just the commercial.
A Burger King commercial.
Yeah.
That was like where and that's where the producers had seen her. Was in this Burger King. It was a nationwide Burger King commercial.
That was you forget that they
I
look
know.
at those things that
Yeah,
much.
and she did a good job. I actually watched the commercial. It's
I
it's
didn't
pretty
see it.
funny, man.
That's pretty funny.
It's just funny to see. So let's talk about memory lane.
Yeah.
What when we were kids?
Yeah.
What did we think about this movie? What kind of impact did it have on us? Because for me, so obviously this came out in '84. I was like 3 years old when it came out, so it's not like I went and saw it in the theaters.
I didn't
something
either.
like that.
Yeah, no,
this
too
is something that it was a VHS tape a little bit later. So probably from like 6 to like 10 was really like the key time when I was really
It was
watching.
later. It was being played on TV, right?
On TV or VHS, all that kind of stuff. But I watched it over and over as a little kid. I really related to Daniel because he was kind of like this really skinny, kind of nerdy kid.
That's what I kind of,
I've been skinny my whole life. I can't gain weight, right? And so me and him were buddies at a young age. And it so made me want to learn karate.
Yeah.
Like I wanted to so bad. And I never even took one karate class my entire life. You would think that...
Did you get a YMCA magazine?
No.
Because you can learn stuff from that.
Yeah, I always thought that was kind of funny, just doing kicks over and over while looking...
In the air.
Yeah, in the air, just looking
Just
at it.
Not against anything. Yeah.
Yeah, I just thought that was kind of funny, but I really wanted to learn karate. Never did my entire life. But I did get some karate-gi pajamas.
Oh, nice.
Specifically because I wanted to be like Daniel LaRusso. So it was white. I had the black belt. I even had, some sort of a headband. I didn't have like the actual headband, but
Did it have like the Japanese sunrise on the back?
I can't
that
remember.
would have been cool.
I can't remember what was on the back, to be honest with you. It
Yeah.
didn't really matter.
No,
I
no,
looked.
It looked legit.
I was just kind of pissed because my sister got the same pajamas at the same time. So,
Yeah.
well, I mean, it was kind of cool because we could like practice karate fighting that we did, no crane kicks and whatnot. But it wasn't as cool because I'm like, oh, my sister's wearing them.
Yeah.
Ugh,
Yeah.
that's
If
not
she can
cool.
wear them, then it's not as cool.
Yeah, and then like with the crane kick is something I did a million times in my backyard.
Everybody did.
A million
Yeah,
times.
yep.
Right.
I remember
Over and
standing
over.
on stuff like
Oh, yeah.
anywhere. I actually did it out here coming in today.
On the way in. Yeah. You almost injured yourself, but
I
you
did
did get in
almost,
here.
yeah.
But yeah, it was like I thought that was apparently like the karate move from God. Like
it did make you feel that way.
Like
That's
that-
what I thought too. I'm like, if things get bad and I'm in a fight, I can at least pull
yeah,
that out.
I know I can lean
no
on
one,
the crane kick.
no one can stop it.
I can lean on the
It's
crane kick.
undefendable.
Yeah, it's funny. This
But
stuff
yet
you
everyone would
figure out.
recognize it and be like, he's going to do a crane kick.
Well, yeah, he's got his hands up. He's got on one leg. I know what's coming
Yeah.
next.
Yeah.
I know what's
Pretty
coming next.
much gives
You
you
know,
a clue what's going to happen.
Johnny didn't know what was coming, and that's why it worked.
Yeah. Yep. It
Now everybody
wasn't as
knows.
big of a
Yeah.
deal then.
So like every time I would watch this, it was a thing where I would get like super pumped up and I'd want to learn some sort of martial arts or whatever it was, right? It was really similar to like, do you remember watching like Rad as a
Oh, yeah.
kid? And it was
Absolutely.
like the rest of the day you're out riding your bike.
It's whatever you watched is
Whatever
what
you
your
watched.
day or week became.
That's all it was.
That's why we're doing this
So-
podcast.
Exactly. So that's what this was for me. I was like kicking shit and I was karate chopping stuff. And then when like the number 2 came out, I was trying to break ice. Was that on 2 or 3? I can't remember.
I can't remember. I get those two blurred.
Yeah.
too.
So yeah, it was big for me as a kid.
Yeah. I didn't watch it a lot. It was a movie that did kind of start the whole martial arts idea in me. I'm like, oh man, anyone can learn martial arts.
Yeah.
I always thought it was just, adult masters. That
Japanese dudes.
Japanese dudes. Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say. But yeah, it's like, can I say that? But yeah, the other thing is like everyone kind of has that person at school that you kind of like, they're a butthole. And I wish that I had a way, if I ever got in a fight with them, to beat them.
What was your guys' name? Do you remember?
I can't even remember.
The bully's name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So growing up, I had an injury to one of my eyes and it got, it weakened the muscles. And so I did have one cockeye.
Yeah. You were cockeyed.
And some kids were real jerks about it.
Yeah.
But I was like, they're going to get a freaking crane kick to the face.
One day
after
they
this.
would. I remember
So
when
it kind of did give you some, empowered you
For
a little
sure.
bit. You're like, man, I can do this.
So when I was young, in one of the elementary schools I was at, there was a mentally challenged kid. His name was Emod. I don't know why I remember his name. Emod was his name. But he had this thing where he would do that like all the time and he would spray everywhere. So like the bullies, and we had like one of those huge tires, that you could get inside.
Yeah.
On the thing.
They like hide in it?
They would lock you in there with Emod and he would spray spit everywhere. And I can't remember the dude's name that kept doing it to me, but I kept thinking about like if I could just crane kick this butthole, I could get out of this tire with Emod and I wouldn't be covered in saliva.
Yeah. And this was the first movie that like brought on the headbands. I know
The
they've been
headbands,
around
yeah.
forever,
Mhm.
but you're always like, I want a Japanese headband because they look awesome.
Yeah, I don't know why that was cool, but it was.
I don't know why it was either.
Yeah.
I do remember my brother wore one a lot.
Oh, did he?
And just like laying around the house had a headband.
Oh, yeah.
on. It's freaking
Get out of the
cool.
shower, put the headband on. You're good for the day, sort of thing.
And it was like full on. It was more colorful. I mean, it wasn't
it?
just white. It had like the big red Japanese. It was a flag, and I think he folded it up. It was cool.
Rad.
But I was like, man, he could kick some butt with that.
That's pretty cool.
So,
Yeah.
so yeah, definitely an impact on my childhood.
For sure.
So
Let's break down this bad boy.
yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
So the first scene, I mean, you got the new beginnings and first encounters. Daniel LaRusso moves with his mother from New Jersey to Reseda, California. He's an outsider struggling to fit in. He quickly meets and becomes interested in Allie Mills, who wouldn't.
I know.
But this draws attention of her ex-boyfriend, Johnny Lawrence, who is a karate student at Cobra Kai dojo.
Not just a student. Black
He's
belt
like
who
the
helps
best
teach
one.
the class.
He's the best one.
Yeah.
The film establishes Johnny as the head of the group of bullies, and their initial conflict begins at the beach party where Johnny and his gang humiliate Danny.
Yeah, so
Daniel.
the opening of this movie is really interesting. So it starts in New Jersey.
Yeah.
Right? And then you get like the cross-country trip with him and his mom.
Yeah, it looks like the movie Vacation.
Yeah.
It's like the same
Because
place,
it has
same car.
The same car.
Yeah.
But
We had a
freaking-
green station wagon growing up.
Oh, you did?
Oh, yeah.
See, I was
It was
always
a
jealous.
Ford V8, super powerful.
Oh.
But I loved it because you could lay all the seats down in the back and I
Mm-hmm.
just roll around back there. No seatbelt, do whatever I wanted.
Oh, yeah. I was always like, I thought those were so cool when I was a kid.
Yeah,
and I
I'll have
never
to show you a
had one.
picture. We had a really big sucker.
That
too.
is really cool.
So
But yeah, so this whole thing of them driving and the soundtrack is so horrible. Like I hate it.
Yeah.
Every time I listen to it, I'm like, why did they? It's like so cheesy. Like it feels like
it feels like a start of a sitcom or something.
yeah,
It's
or like
not
an
very,
'80s sitcom.
Yeah, it's just not. It doesn't
No.
build the movie very well.
No, I don't love it. And then like you can clearly see when they're pushing their car out of the hotel that it's not Daniel and his mom. It's
There's
somebody
a couple of those.
somebody with a
the
wig
80s
on.
weren't the best at like
No.
covering up the
No,
stunt actor.
That was definitely not Daniel doing that. So then they get to California, right? They pull up and he's pissed off. He's not happy to be there. And so he grabs some stuff. He's going in and here's
This is
the
where
gate.
you see he knew some karate. then.
Right, yeah, some foreshadowing here, right? So he karate kicks the crap out of the gate.
Yeah.
Goes in, hits some dude right in the face. He's like, "Oh crap, I'm sorry." You
Yeah.
know, knocks him over, and then this dude, he's kind of weird. He's like super aggressively friendly.
Yeah, he is.
Do you get that?
Yeah, California's got some weirdos, man.
Like, he's a little too aggressive, like shaking his hand. Let's go to a party tomorrow.
Yeah,
I'm like,
I
I
know.
just met you, bro.
He's bored.
Yeah, he's really
super bored.
But did you notice the shirt that he was wearing? It is two pigs having sex, and under it says "making bacon."
I never did notice that.
Dude, I actually tried to find that shirt. I was going to get it for you for this, and I couldn't find it.
I did not
in
notice
time.
it. Even the rewatch, I never noticed it.
Yeah, he's wearing at his so I never noticed it as a kid, but yeah, it's two pigs
That's pretty
having
awesome.
sex, says making bacon. Pretty freaking awesome.
Yeah, that was that's a rough place to move into.
It is, yeah,
and
and
the
then
pool's all emptied
Yeah.
out, and just kind of looks a little bit scuzzy.
And then you got Happy Gilmore's grandma next to the pool.
That's right. It was her, huh?
Yeah, it's her.
She still looks the same, like
Yeah.
for like what 90 years of her life.
Yeah,
looked
she
exactly
was like
the same.
40 years. She was an old lady that looked exactly like that in every movie.
Yeah,
it was
she
pretty
did.
weird. But then, Daniel goes up and the sink is broken.
That's
As
right.
soon as he gets there, so he's got to go find the maintenance man.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where he meets Mr. Miyagi. Right, he walks in there, and this is something I had picked this up, and I still say it today. But I said it a ton when I was a kid. And he's like, "Well, when are you gonna come? When can I tell my mom you're gonna come fix this thing?" He's like, "After." And he's like, "After what?" After. And he's, so anytime
It is
my parents or my sister would be like, "When are we gonna do this?" or "When are you gonna do this?" I was always like, "After."
After.
I wouldn't say anything, just walk away. After. It was a big one for me.
That's a good one. That's a good line, though.
Yeah, it's hilarious,
Yeah.
really, when you think about it. And then freaking Daniel does go to this party with Mr. Making Bacon, right?
I don't
And-
know how he wouldn't think like California is awesome.
dude.
They're at the beach all day,
yeah, it's like
all day.
I haven't even been here
Tons of kids, just
24
playing
hours.
soccer ball,
Already at the
playing
beach.
like
Yeah.
girls hanging out, listening to the radio.
Oh my gosh,
It was cool.
like cooking hot dogs on a
I
fire.
had a boring childhood if that's what these teens were
Dude,
doing all the time.
I know he should have been so happy there, but this is where he meets Allie, right?
Yeah.
And they're playing some soccer on the beach, and apparently he's pretty good at soccer. I don't know, New Jersey, apparently that's a big deal.
Yeah.
You would think California, they'd be better at soccer. Anyways, he sees Allie, and then it is like the most serial killer stare.
There's so much staring going on.
I don't get it.
I never realized that
Yeah.
until I rewatched it. I'm like, yeah,
What's
man,
happening?
stop.
Daniel is a creeper.
And she likes it.
Oh yeah, she likes it. She's
She
kind of a
doesn't
creeper
mind
too.
it. I was like,
He's looking. He's looking at me.
yeah. So I feel like the whole beach scene, while it's cool that there's like a party going on, it's weird too. Like
kinda
it's
odd.
just like, where's it going? Like they just hang out all day and
I think
stare at
so.
each other. Kids just stare at each other.
Well, you don't know. It's California.
know, yeah.
It's the early 80s. Things are kind of weird.
But the other like cheesy parts, the intentional ball throw over to like get her attention.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I was
he
just
throws
like, it was super obvious. Like, but
Well,
I mean,
it's even more
it's
obvious
kids.
because one of her friends picks it up and throws it to her. Right.
Oh yeah,
And then they get up and they talk.
yeah,
Right.
real close
I
talking.
guess we're going to go here.
Yeah.
Go. Yeah. And so then they have some conversation.
But it doesn't go on as real nice for very long.
It doesn't, because this is where we meet Johnny Lawrence and his goons.
Yep.
And like you mentioned here, it's like you want to.
Anytime there's bad dudes, it's a motorcycle.
It's motorcycles.
They're the coolest guys.
Yes.
Bikes for kids and immature little dorks.
Yeah.
Cool guys ride motorcycles.
They do ride
in a lot of
motorcycles.
80s movies. Have
So
you noticed
many.
that's almost always?
So many.
You got to own a motorcycle if you're going to be cool.
Yeah. Or bad.
Or maybe everybody was cool that had a motorcycle. I wasn't a teen during much of the 80s. I
No.
wasn't at all.
I wasn't at all.
I wasn't at all. Yeah.
No, we were not. We
So,
got to be teens.
Apparently, I missed. I don't know that history very well.
you had
but
a motorcycle in the 90s, though.
I did.
So
I did.
maybe you were one of the cool guys.
Yeah, but I wasn't riding it to parties on the beach. Or,
No,
don't have a beach.
the beach at Bear Lake or
The
something.
Bear River Beach.
Bear River Beach. But here's the thing, Johnny Lawrence is, look, man, he's a really good villain.
He is a good villain,
He's a
and I think
fantastic-
the director noticed that because
Yes.
when he showed up to try out for this, I guess apparently he put a bandana on and like said to the director one of the lines that he was supposed to do, and I can't remember it now. It was like, so like, you talking to me, a-hole, or something like that, and it's like, this is gonna fit.
This is
like
gonna
he's
work.
kind of a jerk kid.
He is a jerk kid, but he's also insanely cool. Like
He's very cool.
Like even looking at him now, I'm like, that dude's cool. Like he really is
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
And the red jacket he was wearing when he showed up, I don't think I've ever wanted a piece of clothing more in my life than that red jacket.
It is cool looking.
Dude, like seriously, I coveted that thing my entire childhood. Even now, I'm like, I think I'd wear it. I really do think I'd wear
I
it.
could see you wearing it.
Yeah. So anyways, if we can find one of those, someone can send it in.
That would be pretty cool. He wears it a
lot.
lot too. Like you see it in several scenes. It's not only just the motorcycle scene.
Yeah. It's a cool jacket, dude.
Yeah.
I'm all
the other
about
thing is I like his the one part, his friend, and I think it's what's the intense friend? Is it? It's not Bobby. It's
Tommy. Is it Tommy?
I don't know. He's just like always like
Oh yeah. Like
super intense.
He's on speed the entire thing.
But he says to Johnny, he's like, I think he passes a beer to him and Johnny refuses, which I'm like, oh, that's cool. Johnny's a good guy. But later on, you find out he's making joints in the bathroom. But
I don't think I even realized that.
He says, Johnny's going to make it all work, is what he says. And I was like, what does that mean?
Well, he's motivated.
He's just so like behind him. He's like, Johnny's going to make it work. Everything's going to work.
So I noticed that too. It's like the start of his senior year. Apparently, that's what it was. But he's just
that's
like,
right. It is the start of his senior year.
He's ready. He's stoked. He's like motivated for.
Johnny's going to make it work. He's got this big old support of his buddies behind him.
Yeah, he's just ready to roll, man. He's ready for the year.
Can't say you don't want to be part of that group.
No,
like when you watch it, especially as a kid, you're like, they're jerks, but I'm like, it's pretty cool. Like I'd want to be part of that.
Yeah. And then I just always thought it was funny, Daniel's kind of trying to teach Allie how to juggle the football or soccer, right? And at one point, she just gets it and kicks it 100 feet away and walks away.
I never noticed that.
I don't know why. And that's the point where...
Showing how hard she can kick.
Yeah, she's just like kicks it and then like does this and walks the other way and he's running after the ball. I'm like, what is she doing? Like not even an apology. Like, I'm sorry he kicked it halfway across the beach.
And that's when Johnny and her start interacting.
And that's when Johnny comes in and,
And I can't, like, I never noticed as much, but I'm like, they had to have been in an abusive relationship.
Yeah.
Johnny's intense.
He's super intense.
And he's like just a dick takes her radio and breaks it in front of her. I'm like, what a jerk.
That's a little much.
I was like, man, I don't know what that relationship was like before.
And also,
it seemed pretty rough.
What makes Johnny think he has any right to come down and demand to talk to her? They've broken up. It's all
true.
over.
That's true.
Like, what?
Yeah.
Like, why?
He seems, he's got a lot going.
He's going to make it work.
He's going to make it all work.
He's going to make it all work.
Yeah.
But then, Johnny... Yeah, he's messing with Allie, and Daniel comes over and tries to save the day.
Yeah.
Right? Kind of probably thinking like, well, I know karate. Daniel does, right? I'm going to be fine, even though there's all these guys.
You can tell he has a little bit of background in fighting.
Yeah, and so
maybe he's just a scrapper.
He just tries to pick up the radio and get it back to Allie, and Johnny is having none of it.
No.
And then they start fighting. And Johnny just beats the brakes off of Daniel. Just makes
him look pretty bad.
Trip
after trip.
Oh my
after
gosh.
trip. What did he trip him like 10 times?
Yeah, it's like, come on. Stop moving. Stay in one spot. He can't trip you.
Stop running,
He can't
Daniel.
trip you. But then freaking he gets up. Daniel gives him the worst cheap shot I've ever seen in any fight.
He's a scrapper, man. He's from Jersey.
I get it, but it's like you can't win a fight that way.
Yeah.
That's not cool. Even as a kid, I knew you don't do that. You don't.
Sure, there's rules.
There's rules to fighting for a man.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just give him a cheap shot. But I don't know if you noticed at one point, Johnny's just kind of having fun during the fight, and he's like, Toro. Did you notice that?
No, I didn't.
Like pretending like he was a bullfighter at one point.
I didn't never see that.
Yeah, it's
That's
pretty funny.
awesome.
Yeah.
I liked that his friends were like, well, not really his friends, right? They just met that day.
Yeah.
Basically, but how the friends of the guy that, brought him to the party,
Making
they
bacon.
were like, man, this loser, where'd you find this loser?
I know.
He just got beat up.
Yeah.
He sucks. I'm like, man.
It is like salt in the wound. He just gets beat up by
And
Johnny.
they just are like, he's a piece of crap. I'm
Yeah.
like, dude, the kid just showed up and he got assaulted. Like,
And
it's surprising that they're like, we're not going to defend him. He can't fight for himself.
the next day, they're dicks to him again at
They
school.
are.
Did you notice that?
Yeah, I
I'm
did.
like, God, Danny can't find a buddy at all. It's a good thing he had the old Japanese guy,
I know.
because otherwise,
Which
you'd
can you
have no one.
imagine if, like, thinking about if I had a kid and we were like living he keeps hanging around with this Japanese guy that's the
in the dark basement.
handyman.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I don't think these are
This is how horror movies
things
start.
aren't supposed to be happening.
Yeah, I don't think so.
He wants you to wax on and wax off.
What are you doing now? Huh?
I don't know what the Japanese do, but
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah.
But then, like the next morning, obviously Daniel's got like the black eye, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's not feeling good. He's got his sunglasses on. Mom's making breakfast. She's kind of happy. But something I noticed that the production design team decided that, on their fridge, the perfect thing would be just a picture of a piece of pie. I don't know if you noticed this.
I
but
did not
just
notice this.
They got it on a magnet on the side of the fridge, just a picture of a piece of pie. Like that's what a normal family has on their fridge.
She's the first thing I'm gonna make in California is this pie.
We're gonna make this pie. I'm gonna put up here to remind myself.
Doesn't even look that great.
No, it looks disgusting. I don't even know what's on it. Is that nuts
I don't
on the
know.
top of it?
Yeah, that's
Ugh.
funny. I did not even notice that.
Yeah, I'm like, well, that's a choice.
But yeah,
for the production
his
design
mom's
team.
not happy that he got beat up.
No,
and she's
obviously
like,
not. Let me see your baby browns. Isn't that what she says? Something
Yeah.
like that, right? And anyways, but then
He
Daniel
fell off his bike.
He fell off his bike. Yeah, the bike is
Perfect
is
curb
scary.
hit.
Then is Daniel's first day at school, which just gives
This
me
is
butterflies.
the coolest, one of the coolest scenes.
Dude.
Like him riding in
Mhm.
and like with his glasses on up to the
And-
school. That's a very 80s thing. And
It is. And the needle drop of Bananarama Cruel Summer.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Finally, they get a good soundtrack going.
That is good.
Yeah.
And it's iconic at this
Yeah.
point too. Anytime I hear that, I'm thinking of Daniel on his bike
Yeah.
riding around California.
It is really cool.
It's really good.
The thing that
man.
makes me laugh about this scene is all the 80s movies when they panned over something that has to be red, it's
Yeah.
there for a long time.
It really is.
You're like, okay, got it.
It was suspiciously long.
I was
on
like,
that-
is there a bunch of slow people that were watching movies?
And the sign they stopped on, like, who cares?
I know.
There was nothing about it that made any
Yeah.
sense.
Said truth, liberty, and toleration
Yeah.
was like the dedicated sign. But,
Like, it doesn't move the story forward.
but it took a
anyway.
long time.
It did take a long time. And
And I just
don't
remember
get
I'm like, holy crap.
it. Yeah.
And then this is when you go to the gym class, basically, right?
Yeah, I was always
Kind of
trying
an
to figure
outdoor
out.
thing?
I think they're like trying out for the soccer team. Is
Oh,
that what
maybe
they're
that's
doing?
what it is, yeah.
I can't figure it out. I think it was like tryouts for the soccer team.
Yeah. And Allie shows off her skills, right? You loved this part.
Dude, it doesn't make any sense because, like, yeah, he sees Allie and she's like, "Hey, look at this," and so she starts juggling the soccer, and he's like, "You've been practicing since last night. Since I saw you like 12 hours ago, you've
She's
gotten
good already.
You've gotten good."
She should have been the Karate Kid.
I know.
She can pick up skills like
For
nothing.
sure. I just thought it was really funny that,
Yeah.
like, you've been practicing.
Yeah. The man, but yeah, when they're in front of the coach, like practicing or playing a soccer match, and he gets tripped up, that slug man comes fast. And I was like, that kid,
Well,
man,
he's got a short fuse.
he's a scrapper, man. I'm
Yeah.
telling you.
I mean,
it's like I don't even know if he needed karate. The kid could
I
hold
don't
his
know.
own.
I think it's more like you get your ass beat on the beach in front of a bunch of people the night
Now
before.
he needed to prove himself a little
Oh
bit.
yeah, now like the fuse is short.
And then he loses his mind. I hate this place. I hate you, coach. I'm like, man, this kid's only 2 days in. Things are not going well.
He did not enjoy his first couple of days, did he?
I was like, man, he's not
Yeah.
building himself up in this community.
He's not, but he's smooth. Look, man, did you notice the scene in the cafeteria? Him and Allie are talking, that they're getting their lunch. They go up to pay, and they're like, it was like $250 or something. And he's like, oh, no, for both. Oh, $375.
I did notice that this time. I was like,
Dude.
how awesome.
That is-
He's paying for school lunch.
It's a baller move, that $1.75 for her lunch. He just picked it up.
Yeah.
Like nothing. And then she didn't
It's
say
probably
anything.
because he was like, oh, you're not very hungry.
Yeah. Yeah, he did say that, huh?
So he's like, I ain't
Yeah.
gonna pay for this. It's pretty cheap.
But she didn't even say anything.
Yeah.
She's just like, oh, yeah, he's going to pay for my
I
food.
know.
Of course.
I've done this a million times.
I haven't had to pay for food in like 6 years because
Yeah.
I just
I
strike up a
did pick
conversation.
that up. I never noticed it before. I was like, man,
Yeah.
nice job, Daniel.
Yeah, he had some
Paying
moves,
for her
man.
lunch.
And then Daniel ends up at the dojo, at the Cobra Kai dojo, right? And this is where he starts to understand a little bit what's going on because he sees Johnny there and all his buddies. But that look that when Johnny and Daniel
That is a really good one.
meet eyes for the first time, and he just gives
That
him
little smirk.
Oh my
He's
God.
a stud, man.
He's so good.
Yes.
Like I thought it was awesome. Like seeing it now too. Like I remembered it obviously, but seeing it again, I'm like, man, that's good.
He did a really good job there.
He did a really good
Because
job.
it just like makes Daniel feel even more humiliated.
Yeah,
He's like,
yeah.
"Oh, freak.
Yeah, and then Daniel's just like his face, just like, okay, I got to get out of this place.
Yeah.
He goes over across the street and he's having dinner with his mom, and you can kind of see in the background that Johnny and his crew are scheming about something because they're out on the street, right?
Mm-hmm.
And his mom is talking to him about a bunch of stuff and starts talking to him about girls. Right? He's like, well, what's the girl situation? You know, and his mom's wearing the ugliest clothes. Did you notice?
There's some weird.
Oh my gosh.
There's some weird clothes in the whole movie.
She's wearing like this shirt that's like a turtleneck, but it's like lace up here. Oh my gosh, it's horrible. But she asks him about, how are girls, and he starts to talk about Allie, right? And
Yeah.
she has to go.
Yeah.
And he just keeps talking.
I actually like this part. I was
I know,
like,
it's
it's just
funny.
like he's just daydreaming about
Yeah.
her and like talking. He's
Yeah,
like,
he's like,
yeah,
yeah.
she's really pretty. Actually, she's actually really pretty. And
She's hot,
She's
yeah.
like, and she's hot. Yeah. That's what
And
she
he's
said.
like eating at the same time and just like looking up into his face. Like that's great acting. Like he did a really
he
good
actually
job.
did a good job there.
He did a fantastic job. He's good in this movie.
Mhm.
He really is. And then he's
Then he gets ready to go to this party, right? 'Cause-
Well,
or what was it?
no,
it was like
he's going back home on his bike because he's
Oh,
got
was
his
that
bike.
after? So he'd already.
Yeah.
I was going to comment like he's wearing. So he's wearing a plaid shirt.
No, that's the next day.
Is it the next day?
That's the
I couldn't
next
remember
day.
where this is at.
Yeah. So at this point, he's just riding home on his bike. It's dark outside. And then you see there's really cool shot actually of Daniel's coming down the road on his bike, and then you see the shadows of all the Cobra
That
Kai
is really
on their
cool.
motorcycles on these houses behind him. So freaking cool, right? And he comes up, and then they're like, "Hey, you want to know karate, huh?"
Oh yeah, because this is
Yeah.
not the
Yeah.
not the dance party.
And he's
beat
like-
down.
And they're like, "Here's your first lesson." And like balance or how to stay on your feet. I can't remember what
Oh, that's right.
what he
Okay,
said,
yeah,
right?
I got my scenes mixed up. Yeah, that's when they run him off.
Mhm. And so they run him off this hill, but it is like the most gentle like runoff ever.
Yeah.
Like he just sort of goes off and you see him there for like 3 seconds, just like riding his bike off the hill, and then it cuts to the camera down below and then he goes off.
Yeah.
All he had to do was hit the brakes.
Yeah, and this is where you can see like this weird poofy black
Yeah.
wig and like
Yeah.
the stunt actor, the little misfit there.
Yeah. It was the most gentle crash
It
ever.
is,
Like,
and he rolls a lot.
he does roll a lot.
Just keeps rolling, keeps rolling.
You just gotta stop, buddy. Just hit the brakes. You could have been fine, but you just kept
I
pedaling.
know. Yeah, I forgot it. Yeah,
Yeah, and so then he's his mom comes home and he's showing up and he just
this
pissed
one
off.
he's super
Like
pissed.
this bike, this stupid bike, and he throws it into the dumpster.
It wasn't the bike's fault, dude.
know.
It's got brakes. You didn't grab them.
I know. Yeah, but
He's got to be mad at something.
He's
right?
got to be mad at something. Yeah, he can't be. Yeah, what do you do? So
Yeah.
he throws his bike away, right? And then that's actually a pretty good scene right there where he's just pissed off. He's like, "Why'd you bring me here?"
Yeah.
He does a really good job. Actually,
He does do a good job. And the
it's-
mom's like,
good
that's fair
performance.
because I didn't ask
Yeah.
you like how you felt about the whole thing.
Yeah, and so then they go inside.
But too bad you're a kid. So
But then this is where it was right outside Mr. Miyagi's like little. I don't know if it's his house. It's not his house.
it's not his house.
It's not his house. It's
It's
just
his
a place.
shop.
He's a shop. He's always
Yeah.
hanging out, waxing
And he's
on.
like polishing,
waxing
yep,
off.
He's waxing something.
He has like I don't know. He had something else.
Yeah.
Like he was painting something. I don't know. But as soon as he walks out, you start to hear the flute music. Like it's just almost.
It's
easy.
almost yeah.
It's almost too much. Just like as soon as he walks out, like oh come on.
There's that flute comes up a
It's
lot.
a bit on the nose there.
Yeah.
But then the next day is, they fix his bike and he's back at school again. And that's when
That's when he hits. But this
Oh.
this outfit that he's
Oh my
wearing,
gosh,
I
it's
just
bad.
can't figure it out. It just makes me laugh because he's got a plaid shirt that's open, and then he
Yeah.
has a T-shirt underneath with a red collar, and then he has camel pants on.
and no belt. Like a belt would have helped.
Yeah, his T-shirt's tucked in, and he
Yeah.
has no belt, and
Yeah.
he has the plaid shirt just hanging. I'm like, man,
I had those exact camo pants though. I ain't gonna lie. I
Really?
had them. I had exactly like those. I wore them all the time.
well, you can wear them with anything. So
Apparently.
that's a good
It
idea.
works. But yeah, Miyagi fixes his bike. It's as good as new. And then that's when Daniel comes down and that's like the famous bonsai tree scene.
Yeah.
Right. But this is something that always made me laugh as a kid. And I just didn't understand the accent. Right.
Yeah,
Because Mr. Miyagi's like, "Oh, close the eye. Right. Close the eye. And he just doesn't say his S's. And Daniel always closed both eyes. And I'm like, this idiot
he can't even follow.
can't even
one.
close one eye. I can do it. It's so easy. But now obviously I know that's just the accent.
Yeah.
Close the eye.
Close the eye.
Close both eyes.
Oh yeah.
So
So
so dumb.
now we move on to the next scene. The bullying escalates,
Mm-hmm.
culminating in a vicious beating on Halloween night. This is pretty well known
Yeah.
in the movie. After Daniel retaliates by spraying Johnny with a water hose, asking for it.
Oh,
Just as Daniel is about to be seriously injured in his apartment's unassuming handyman, Mr. Miyagi intervenes.
Mm-hmm.
Miyagi, a true martial arts master, effortlessly defeats all 5 Cobra Kai students. This astonishing display leads Daniel to beg Miyagi to teach him. He's like, this dude knows it, and I
Mm-hmm.
need help from him to defend myself.
Yeah, so before we even get to the dance scene, there's a piece where they're in the apartment, or not in the apartment, in his little weird handyman shop. Miyagi's trying to get Daniel to go to the dance. I drove by the school today, and there's a lot of stuff going on. He's like, you going to the dance? He's like, no, I'm just going to hang out here. He's like, you shouldn't be by yourself so much. And he's like, I'm not. I'm hanging out with you. And then Mr. Miyagi's like, to make a honey, younger bee need a young flower, not an older prune. I thought
Don't hang out with an old man.
Yeah, I thought it was just kind of a funny line.
That is a funny line.
Not the old prune.
Not the old prune.
Not the old prune. And then they do go to the high school dance. And
Yeah.
it's when we get the freaking iconic skeleton costumes.
Yeah. And Daniel is not confident and he wants to hide.
Yeah.
So he wears a shower curtain
cool.
costume.
Cool.
With a seatbelt.
Costume.
It shows like a full-on seatbelt.
It's like a
holding it.
5-part harness he's got on. Yeah.
Yeah. But hey, he can privately dance with Allie in there. He lets her in.
Oh, I loved that scene as
I
a
know.
kid,
I was like, man, that's pretty sneaky.
Yeah,
You
you
do whatever.
just shut the thing and just do whatever happens, happens, right? Like, we don't know. We're just
Oh,
Halloween.
man.
Yeah,
But he's stupid too.
yeah.
He goes, to try and not be seen, and then he plays a prank on
Yeah. I mean,
Johnny.
I
And I'm
think-
like, the dude, and that's where Johnny, I was like, at first, I'm like, what are you doing in the bathroom? He's like, just give me a second. And I was like, what is he doing in there?
Yeah, yeah.
And then it shows he's like rolling a joint.
yeah, I don't even know if I realized that as a kid.
I
either.
didn't.
I don't
I
think I
didn't. I was
did.
like, he's playing with paper.
Yeah, I don't know. He's doing something. Picking up trash
He's
on the
taking
ground.
a poop and he needs to do something.
Yeah, but he's just rolling up papers. It's cool.
Yeah.
But I think Daniel was asking for it here. It's like, come on, man. Like, know when to give up.
Yeah.
Know when to let
You've
it go.
gotten, you're picking on a boy that has
Yeah.
humiliated you
Yeah.
multiple times already.
All his friends are here.
Yeah.
For one thing. He's beat your ass twice, I think, already, or maybe only once. It doesn't really matter at
Yeah.
this point. It's not time to be doing little pranks and getting him wet.
No.
Right? It's just not. So he does it. He puts the hose over the thing, comes out soaking wet.
That trip is really good.
It's a good
Like
trip. The
when
Allie
Allie
trips him?
trips him up,
Yeah.
I was like, that's the classic 80s, like the boys
Yeah.
get tripped up. It's
she
kind of
uses
like,
her wand. Did you notice?
Yeah,
She
yeah.
puts her hand
Yeah.
out and uses the wand.
and they all eat it.
And they all eat it, and the sound effects, it sounds like bones.
Oh, I
Have you
never noticed
noticed
that.
it? It's like, oh, it's so dumb.
Really?
It's cool.
I
Yeah.
never noticed
Yeah, you'll
that.
notice it next time.
That's funny.
But then he's like running out and he's sprinting past Ellie. He's coming around.
Yeah.
And he says that because he's like, it's going to come around or something. I
Mm-hmm.
can't remember exactly what they were saying. But then he runs outside. And
It's chaos,
He
man.
causes a wreck.
Yeah.
Out in the freaking parking lot.
Yeah. And that wreck, like I was thinking, I'm like, if I was a parent coming
Mm-hmm.
to get my kid and, someone come bolting out and someone
Yeah.
wrecked into me, I'd chase him down
Oh,
too.
I'd be out of my car so fast.
So I would be along with Cobra Kai's all going
Yeah.
to just beat him down.
Like, you're just we're going to take turns and beat the brakes off of you, bro.
It would have made me so mad because it's pretty intense, the crash right there.
Yeah, and then obviously he's trying to run away, but Cobra Kai catches up. He tries to get over that last fence. If he could have got over that last fence, he would have been fine. But Johnny grabs him, and then they start just to beat him up.
Yeah,
Right? They're giving it to him.
they are. And the one Cobra Kai, the better that we see in the last scene
Yeah.
too, he's like, just let it up. Like, you don't need to, Johnny. Johnny goes for the kick to like cut his head right off.
Yeah, I'm like, he's
He
gonna
like
die.
splits the sign.
He splits the sign,
Or
but
bends it all up,
But luckily, Mr. Miyagi was
Yeah.
just hanging out at the school.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know why he was
That's
there.
true. I never thought about that. He's not very far from.
He's just at the
What's
school.
he doing? He's been following Daniel
Yeah.
all day.
He's
Danny.
just hanging out in the dark.
Yeah, that's true.
By the school, seeing what's happening. I don't know.
That is a little weird. I
It
never
is
thought
kind of
about that.
odd, but he just jumps over the fence and then he just lets him have it.
He
This,
does.
Like 60-year-old, 4'9", 100-pound handyman taking on a bunch of 17-year-old black belts and just lets
Yeah.
him have it.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems a little off, but it is what it is, right? It is what
And I
it
do
is.
like, the beatdown scene sucks, but it's done really well.
Oh, it is.
I love like his friends kind of cackling, like kind of,
Yeah. Oh,
yeah, Daniel.
Yeah.
Like it's such
Yeah.
a good scene. But the one thing that about that, I feel like it's a little cheesy when he's like,
Oh, yeah.
when it,
I
like
actually thought it was cool.
like
I was
when
a kid.
Daniel's like passing out,
And it's like all blurry.
It's all blurry,
Yeah.
like kind of the kung fu looking
Yeah,
movies.
he's like doing that.
and he's like
got his
checking
hands
for
out.
him to get up. I'm like, it's kind of cheesy.
As a kid, that was rad.
Yeah, I think that was what it was made for.
I was all about it
as
as a
an
kid.
adult, I was like, this is
Because
cheesy.
it was either crane kick or it was Miyagi's
methodical.
like I've already kicked all the ass. I'm just making sure none of it's getting up. Like that's what it is.
But I do like the haze
Yeah,
because
it's
it
like
looks like
hazy.
a kung fu movie.
It does. It really does,
cool.
man. But then Miyagi just like has to dead man carry Daniel all the way home. Again, 60-year-old, 4'9", 100 pounds. It's a good thing Daniel only weighs 100 pounds.
He's like, so, yeah, bird bones.
Exactly. And then Daniel wakes up, right? Is he at Miyagi's house or is he back in the handyman? I don't even know.
That's true. I never thought about where.
I don't know where he's at there.
I swear he's in the shop.
I think he's in the shop. Yeah. And they start talking, but Miyagi drops the burn of all burns.
Yeah.
He's like, now use head for something other than target.
That was one that stood out to me. I was like, that's a great line.
It's so good, man.
Yeah.
Like, I'll talk about this later too, but I do feel like Miyagi is hilarious in this. Like, he's the like the comic relief throughout the entire
He really
movie.
is.
He's so funny.
Yeah.
You know?
And then, but that's great because that's like his first lesson is to, every martial arts movie that I remember is like, you got to use your head first.
Yeah.
You don't go right into learning the skills. He's like, you got to concentrate. And that was like his first like official lesson kind of.
It's frustrating.
Other than
the
the bonsai tree thing was too, but this is where it's like, use your head. Okay.
That's frustrating as a kid watching martial arts movies. And that's always the first thing.
Yeah.
It's like, well, I just want to kick and punch.
Yeah.
I don't want to deal with all this other stuff.
And Daniel's super impressed. So he's like, man, what kind of belt are you?
Yeah.
Like, are you black belt? And because that's the most important thing
You got to know what belt you are.
is you got to know the belt color.
And then Miyagi's like, canvas, JCPenney, $3.98.
And he's all,
He laughs. He's so freaking funny, dude.
yeah, that scene's freaking awesome.
It's a great line.
So then on to the next scene, Miyagi initially declines to teach Daniel, but agrees to accompany him to Cobra Kai dojo to resolve the conflict with their sensei. He's like, he's going to face him. We're going to talk to him about not bullying anymore.
Yeah.
John Kreese, man, a ruthless Vietnam veteran. I love the photo of him with a machine gun.
Yeah. Right as you walk in.
Yeah, he's like, this, man, if anybody knows how to fight and kill a man, it's John Kreese.
Kreese has done it. He's done it.
And so this sets the stage for Daniel's training. His initial lesson, for the bullying to stop, Kreese agrees to stop the bullying, but under the, Miyagi agrees that Daniel will fight all of them and beat him in the tournament.
The All Valley Karate Championships, baby.
Yeah.
Right?
So, but yeah, this sets the stage for Daniel's training. His initial lessons with Miyagi are seamlessly pointless chores like waxing cars, sanding the floors, painting the fences, painting everything that Miyagi owns. Basically, Daniel becomes frustrated, believing it's just free labor. But then Miyagi teaches him what he's really been learning.
Yeah.
So
This
this gets really cool right here.
It really does. But back to John Kreese, I do think
we got to go back to this.
he is so good as a bad guy.
He is.
Like he's
He's
so
a
good.
dirtbag.
Yeah.
I remember thinking just his face as like not somebody I don't really want to ever interact with
Now you don't want to talk to him.
because he seems like a butthole.
I don't even want to look at him in the eyes.
No. You don't.
Watching the movie.
Yeah.
I avert my eyes in the scenes. I'm like, I don't want to look right at him.
And when they're standing there waiting for the class to kind of recognize that they're there, I like that all the the black belt kids are all the cool kids.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, makes sense. They're the ones that can really know how to beat down somebody.
Sure.
But it's like they're the coolest ones, all the buttholes.
They really
all
are.
have black belts.
Yep. And you mentioned the poster for the tournament, the All Valley Karate. It
looks
cool.
so cool. It's
really
very 80s because it's all like like geometric and like the almost like the fading colors into the background. It looks cool.
It is. Really
I noticed
good.
it much more this time. I was like, that is a cool poster. I'd like to have that poster. My favorite though is when after Miyagi agrees to this, I love Kreese's line. He's like, "You're a pushy little bastard, ain't you?" And he's like, "I like that.
I like that. That's right."
It's like he kind of likes it.
But he comes like right up into Miyagi's face, like his finger wagging in his face. I'm like, gosh, I don't know, man.
Yeah, dude.
You
And
need to
he's
chill out.
like towers over
Oh,
Miyagi.
he's huge.
Yeah.
Compared to Miyagi, man.
So-
Yeah, he's huge. But then it starts with probably
And a Vietnam vet, so he's like super racist because of what he's gone through.
That's true. Actually, I didn't even think about that. Like
I was
that makes
like-
it even worse.
That's why he's like, I don't like this.
Yeah.
Even though
Yeah.
he's Japanese, but he's gonna lump them all into the same.
They're all the same.
Yep.
And
you can tell.
Yeah, you can tell. But this is where it gets to the point in the film that I think becomes one of the things that this movie is known for The whole wax on, wax off.
Yep.
Paint a fence, sand a
Super
floor.
famous. Yep.
Which really wasn't even a thing. It wasn't in the script that way.
That is weird.
It was actually something that Pat Morita was like, I think he would do it this way. And
I didn't know that.
He actually suggested it, and it worked so freaking
It
well.
does.
Like, it's perfect.
Yeah.
Like, it's
For his
so
blocking
it's
and
so
everything.
good. And then it's just at this point in the film when I'm watching it, like it's kind of hard to pin down what this movie is because it's not like a straight martial arts.
It's not
movie.
It's not, yeah.
It's not like a straight sports movie. It's not an action. It's not drama. It's not coming of age. It's kind of all of those.
It does kind of
things.
mix it up.
It mixes them all up. It's actually really good. It's a really good film. Like it really is. Like it's done really well. It's written really well. It's shot really well.
Yep.
Acted really well. Better than I thought in my head after
true.
not seeing it.
It
for
makes it
few
a
years.
deeper movie than just your typical.
Yes. Yeah.
Isn't it right about here where the chopstick scene is, where you catch the fly, or was that a little earlier?
I know. I think it's just after this. I think right
Yeah.
around here. Yeah.
I just remember that part kills me because he's
I know.
all like super annoyed with him that he
Yeah.
caught it. Beginner's luck.
Beginner's luck. Yeah, it is pretty good because you see him several times throughout the movie trying to do it.
Yeah.
The first time he sees Miyagi, he's in his little handyman shop doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'd read
so-
about this scene too, that they tried to dangle a fly on a
Fishing wire?
live fly on fishing line.
Oh, really?
And they still couldn't get it. And so it kind of pans down and then it shows him
Oh.
it shows that Daniel had caught it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, that's kind of interesting. I was like, I wonder how they did do that scene.
That
It's
is,
just
yeah,
some
it's-
slick, editing.
Yeah, it
So,
looks good. It really
does look good.
And like after he's done like washing the cars and he's waxing the cars, he comes inside and Miyagi's like meditating, but also like sleeping, like snoring at the same time. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
He's like kind of like, like going backwards, like, oh, this dude's, I don't know what's happening here.
It does make you think, and I'd read some of this too, is like, how much does Miyagi drink? Like, his life is pretty sucky,
Oh yeah,
He became a handyman after his wife died and stuff.
Ooh,
So
that's brutal. Yeah,
It's
when
like-
we get to that point, that's a rough thing.
and that scene's where you really see it, but you're like,
Yeah.
I think it's probably happening more often
I agree.
for old Miyagi.
Yep.
And then we got the after that, the date scene.
Well, look, so right before the date scene, I gotta talk about this because this line made me laugh so hard. They're back at school. Danny is talking to Allie and he sees the group come up, like the Cobra Kai dudes, right? They come up and he's like, watch this. And he kind of goes over and messes with them, right? Like,
Yeah,
gosh,
that's true.
This little bastard's just asking for
I
it.
know he was.
Gosh.
I was like,
He's a little punk.
He knows there's an agreement
Yep.
that they can't do anything to him, and he's kind of a butthole.
Yeah, he's just sort of over there,
He's
teasing
like,
him.
you're a bully, dude.
He really is. But then the kid, one of Johnny's pals, says, must be take a worm for a walk week.
I forgot about that one.
Like, what on earth?
I know who wrote that line. Did that kid come up with it on the spot? And they're like, we'll just leave it. He's
I'm
an
gonna-
idiot.
Look, I'm going to try something, guys.
He's
Watch
an
this.
idiot kid, so it makes sense.
Must be take a worm for a walk week.
That's the kid that's always intense, too.
Yeah, he is super intense.
Like, he was overacting
Yeah.
for most of it.
But yeah, then we do get to the date scene.
Yeah. And, yeah.
I shouldn't have made that noise.
So, Allie, and we'll talk a little bit later about
Mhm.
Allie, but this is where you're like super attracted to her
Mm-hmm.
because she's so into him
She is,
that you're
man.
like, man, I wish all girls would have been that aggressive of like really showing how much they liked you.
It was kind of a false hope for a lot lot of us.
Yeah.
That you were
It was
just
like, man, when a girl likes you,
It's
she's
just so
going to
easy.
be like super aggressive
yeah.
and just, it makes it clear as a day that she's into him. And I'm like,
Yeah.
man,
Oh, man.
can't wait.
And I was always so embarrassed, like that secondhand embarrassed where they had to push the car when
Mm-hmm.
her parents are standing outside their nice freaking house, and his mom obviously had to pick her up,
Yeah.
and it's like now we gotta push the car to get it going. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh, it's so embarrassing.
It is very embarrassing.
Like as a kid, I'm like, if that ever happened to me, suicide as soon as I got home. Like seriously, like it's so horrible.
Yeah.
But then in the car, I don't know if you noticed after they got in, Allie just goes in and sits bitch. Like they have the bench seat.
I know.
Like, why not sit in the back seat?
Because it has a bench seat.
I guess, but it's just like we're all sitting here in the front.
Right, squeezed up next to mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
And apparently she's pretty comfortable with
Yeah,
it.
she was all about it. But then they go to the place called Golf and Stuff. Golf and Stuff, dude. When I was a kid, this looked like the coolest place in the entire world.
It did.
Because I lived in this little town. We had nothing.
I thought about it too. This time around, I'm like, man, if our town had something like this, so many things
Yeah.
to do.
It was so freaking cool.
It was
It
a cool
had
place.
like arcades. It had obviously
Mini
golf.
golf
It had a
and-
water slide. It had freaking everything, dude.
And isn't the same place that comes up later?
Yeah.
The same place.
Same place.
They must all hang out there.
That's just where
Very
they are.
cool place.
Oh man, yeah. What a scene though.
Yeah.
What that date scene like. That's where you get that like burning in your gut. Like I want Allie so bad.
You do.
You just want her so bad. And the weird thing is, she looks like she's 35.
She does look kind of older.
She looks
She's
old.
always kind of had like a more mature face.
Her face is twice the size of Daniel's. I don't know if you noticed.
He's a skinny
He's so
little
small.
dude. Yeah.
But her face, like, I'm like, man, that's big compared to his. I'd be embarrassed.
Yeah. She doesn't seem that way in Back to the Future.
No, she
though.
doesn't. No. I
And
don't
she's
know.
even with kind of a smaller guy there.
Yeah. I mean,
But-
he's like 5'5" or something, I think.
Yeah.
Anyways, but then like we get to see Miyagi's entire backyard.
Which is Japan.
Oh my gosh.
It's incredible.
It is the
all
most
the different decks. and,
Yeah.
like it's like a koi pond central. Like it looks amazing.
I don't know what they're paying him to be a handyman.
I thought that too. And he's got all these fancy cars, like
Yeah.
all these like collectors.
I would love to know his backstory more.
I
Like
know.
he did something, in the
Yeah.
60s and 70s that
Yeah.
made him a lot of money, and then he's just like, I just want to go fix faucets.
He
now.
had to have. There's no
You
way
know?
you can be as well off as
all
he
those
was.
cars are so amazing.
They
Oh my
are.
gosh! But that backyard, it was just like, oh, I want that so bad. I mean, I didn't think of that as a kid. Now, when I
No,
watch
you
it, I was
don't.
like,
When I watched
oh.
it too, I was just like, man, he's way
Yeah.
way better off than I thought he was.
But
as
then
a
I think
handyman.
that point where, Daniel's already done the sanding, he's already done the waxing, and then he comes back early the next morning and there's that note, paint the house. I would have lost it.
I know I'd have been done.
I'm like, nope, I'm not doing this anymore. Like that would have been the last straw for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then when you think about it, it's like this teaching style, obviously it's really cool for the film. Like it makes sense.
It is very
because
cool. I mean, it is the film.
It
Like
is the
it's
film.
like
Yeah.
what makes it so unique.
In real life, though, you have 2 months to get ready to fight some black belts in a karate tournament. I don't think that sanding some decks is going to help
I know.
at all.
But it's reflux, man.
Yeah.
He
Did you
has
say reflux or
It
reflex?
sounded like reflux, but
Yeah.
I said reflex.
Yeah, it is reflex. But either way, like I just,
Yeah.
mm,
I know.
I don't think so.
And I remember thinking, like, man, you do your chores, and you're gonna probably learn a lot of like muscle memory.
Mm. Yeah.
And learn. You could learn karate.
So when
that
you were
way.
out there like milking the cows, were you like,
yeah, because I do remember thinking, like, man, it's a lot simpler than I ever thought to learn karate.
it's so easy?
You just kind of do these things that are muscle memory,
Yeah, that was
or
another
wax
thing.
off a lot.
Yeah, I'm gonna go wax off a bit, Mom.
But yeah, a little
Bragging like
unrealistic there, like you said. Such a short time frame, and he's
Yeah.
like making him do all these chores first.
Well, and then like he's, he'd been doing so much. He's like, my shoulder hurts.
I do like that scene,
My shoulder hurts. And then he does the thing.
and he keeps showing. I love when he's like, show me wax off, and he like bends down. He's like, no, it's like
Stand up.
he does that a couple of
He
times.
does, yeah. But when his shoulder hurts, like, I can't do it. And then Miyagi does this. Right? He does this thing. That was something I would do all the time. My sister would fall and hurt herself. I would just stand over top of her.
That's
Do
a
the
good
thing.
one, man. I
Do
like that.
And I don't understand.
Was it soothing? Did your sister like
No, she
feel
hated
pretty?
it.
She's like, get
She-
away from me.
She hated it.
Yeah.
It was more like to piss her off. Than
Yeah, that's what I
anything.
figured. It's
Right.
like, I'm gonna annoy you.
But yeah, it was always just clapping hands around.
Did she know what you were doing? I
Oh
wonder?
yeah, she knew. Yeah, I mean, because I would always say the after. I had lots of
yeah,
Karate
a
Kid
lot of
things
Karate
going
Kid
on.
things.
But yeah, I don't know where that came from. That's a weird thing to put in the movie.
Mm-hmm. It is. It is.
So he's got magic hands. Just
Yeah.
put a little, get them warm and rub them on you.
Yeah. One thing that stuck with me, I do remember from the movie, me and my brother like kicking at waves.
Mm.
When our family only went to like the Oregon coast a few times when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I remember us going out there and being like
Kicking
at
the
the
waves.
waves and trying to keep our balance.
Yeah,
Yes, we learned it in this movie.
that's true. Yeah,
So,
yeah.
That's a cool scene though, because
Oh,
it
yeah.
does make a lot of sense for balance.
It does. It really
That's
does.
the only thing that he did teach him
Mhm.
that makes sense.
But it really is a great moment when Daniel finally realizes that all that work, all the chores he's been doing taught him defense.
It was really
like,
cool.
He just knew all the defense.
When he starts blocking Miyagi's punches, he's like, what the heck?
And then, like, they do it real fast. Yeah. You know,
Yeah.
Miyagi's screaming. It's so cool.
Yeah,
It really is.
It is cool. It make you panic a little bit. You're like, dude, it's gonna kill me.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
So yeah, on to the next scene. As Daniel's training progresses, a deep bond forms between him and Miyagi. And Miyagi teaches Daniel about the philosophy of karate, emphasizing balance and self-control, not just fighting. He also opens up to him about personal tragedy. And I think this really bonds Miyagi and Daniel together, which is super important for the movie. And it gives his character a profound sense of sorrow and wisdom.
It really does.
He's been through everything, man. He's been through war. He's had a loss, and so
yeah, we'll talk about that for sure.
Yeah,
but yeah, that the whole beach crane training,
it's the coolest, man.
You know, that shot where, you know, Daniel's out on the waves, and then it pans over and you see Miyagi out on that like post or something out there.
That's
my
and I'll say
gosh.
I love that scene.
What a beautiful shot. What the music is perfect. The cinematography is fantastic, and just him, like, he looks cool up there doing it. Like, he does it really fluidly and really well. Comes together. It's fantastic.
Yeah, and it's the movie becomes really pretty right here. Like, I know a lot of movies do this kind of thing, but I think Karate Kid did an awesome job of like seeing his training and not being bored with it.
Yeah,
you're like, this looks amazing. Like,
yeah,
and he looks like it's very,
and it wasn't
more
just
philosophy and like wisdom.
I could see like wanting as a filmmaker to go to like the really heavy-handed montage scene,
like Rocky.
Yeah, like that's
carrying
kind of
a log and more intense.
Works. Obviously, this director did do
same
that,
person,
but he didn't do it that way. He didn't do it that way this time, which I thought was kind of cool.
Yeah,
right?
I think it kind of helps the whole like the way Miyagi teaches.
Yeah.
So it makes it more calm.
Don't get me wrong. I love a training montage scene.
No, who doesn't love the
it.
Rocky? But it fits better for this movie.
Absolutely.
The way they did it.
Yeah, I love that.
And the Japanese flute comes in a lot. That's why I mentioned it again. It's like you mentioned it before. It's like you see it a lot.
You do see it a lot. And then Miyagi, and they're leaving the beach, and there's those two drunk buttholes.
Yeah,
you know, up there at the car, and they have all the bottles lined up, and then he like karate chops the bottles.
You're like, wow, just cut the tops off of all of them.
Daniel's like, how'd you do that? Don't know.
How'd you do that?
Don't know.
How'd you do that?
First time.
Yeah.
It's just so good. He's just like really great in this movie, man. Just those little one-liners.
It makes it funner.
Comedy, yeah.
Then the country club dinner.
Oh, yeah. And again, what is Daniel wearing here, man? He looks
Michael
like
Jackson
a waiter.
coat, and he does. He actually looks like a pizza delivery guy or something.
He's got all white on.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you?
And then a red jacket.
A painter. Yeah, a red jacket. A full-on red jacket in white.
And white pants and white
shirt.
Perfect for spaghetti.
Oh, that's the whole thing. It's like, we got to really see that
more
sauce.
Dramatic.
We got to be able to see the sauce. I don't know why I said it that way. We got to see that sauce.
See the sauce.
Yeah, he's got some attitude. Yeah. Yeah, but there's a lot of spaghetti.
Yeah.
Right?
And I don't know why, when it comes to movies and embarrassing scenes, this one stands out a lot to me. I don't know why it does, but it's just, I think it's overdone a bit. It's like, is that like a whole pot of spaghetti that the waiter was holding in front of the door?
Like the entire place was
so
spaghetti.
Daniel like sneaks in the back through the kitchen, and because it's a fancy dance, right?
It's at the country club.
It's at the country club.
Yeah.
And the Johnny's there, and he's kind of putting the moves on Allie, and she doesn't have anything with it, but that's all that Daniel sees. And then when he's hiding in the kitchen, the waiter with a 16-gallon pot of spaghetti crashes into him, and it spills all over him.
And he had all his white on.
Daniel runs off all sad.
I think it's so embarrassing because I think they set it up really well. They're at the country club.
Yeah.
Right? And you could already tell that like her parents, again, the snobbiest douche in all the land is her dad. I can't stand him.
Yeah.
Like,
he seemed okay when you first meet him. He's like, he's rich. He's kind of willing to let her go out with this kid, but you can tell he didn't like it.
And then at the country club, is it that boy from Reseda or whatever? Yeah. It's like, oh, come on.
Because he's trying to get her to hook up with Johnny.
Yeah, what's wrong with
you two lovebirds?
Yeah. We're not lovebirds, Daddy, or whatever she says.
Yeah,
I think that's why it's kind of so embarrassing because he's like the kid from New Jersey that lives in Reseda, in this crappy apartment, and he's got spaghetti all over him in the kitchen at the country club. That the girl he likes, her parents, and Johnny are all there.
Yeah,
it's pretty bad.
So
it's a bad deal.
It's a bad deal. I think that's why it stands out. It's pretty crappy.
Yeah,
for him.
and then he goes back to the workshop, right?
Uh-huh.
Or his house. I can't remember where he's at. But Miyagi had been drinking.
Yep.
And drunk Miyagi's awesome.
He is awesome. I was gonna say
so cool.
that I thought that same thing. I'm like, there's certain drunks that are just mean and depressed, but Miyagi's pretty fun. Like
he just
he
loosens
seems
up.
pretty like funny. And he's laughing a lot. So I'm like, seems more like he smoked weed or something before.
This whole scene I hated as a kid.
And they weren't gonna put it. It wasn't gonna be included in the original script, but the director fought big time for this.
Yeah, like the studio was like, this is like it slows it down.
And I can see why they did feel that way.
But it was needed.
Yeah.
Like it really was needed.
I
But
agree.
as a kid, I hated it. It was like too serious and like I didn't understand what was going on, really.
It doesn't stand out in my head as a kid.
But then you realize like this dude was his wife was put in an internment camp in the United States.
And they didn't attend to her.
They didn't attend to her, and she died giving birth.
Yeah.
Like, holy crap. That's pretty heavy.
Yeah. And the thing is, he fought for the United States.
Yes.
And he's a Medal of Honor recipient.
Homeboy
did not
something.
even know that.
Homeboy did something
When I saw the
big.
medal, I was like, holy crap, the dude's
Yeah.
a Medal of Honor recipient, and his family was basically, because of the United States' moves, she died. Pretty horrible.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, the more I looked, I was like, holy crap, that's pretty dark.
It is pretty dark.
It's really dark.
But he does a great job at acting that part.
I think probably that's the scene that got him his nomination.
Yeah, I think
because
it is
he's
too.
so good in it, you know, and
He
he's
is.
reading the letter, and oh god, it's pretty bad.
When he's weeping and then passes out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's pretty tough. Pretty tough.
But
then like we get to
then when he comes to, Daniel's out practicing.
Yeah, he's out practicing, and then you have that golden hour crane kick. He's backlit by the sun.
These are some of the best shots. Some of the best shots. in the
So
movie.
good.
Probably the best shots. Really.
Yeah, so good. Yeah, I just think they did a really great job there.
And I like when they get to the point of, you like this scene a lot, where Miyagi's like dressed up for Daniel to hit him more.
The punching scene, yeah.
But then when he starts punching, he's like, "What's the matter? You some kind of girl or something?"
That's right. You can't say that anymore. But it was awesome
Yeah,
in the
you
80s.
can't. And yeah, both ways. So
It was so awesome in the
it was.
80s.
Yeah, you're like, man, you got to toughen up.
The whole kind of middle part of this movie is pretty kind of it's touching. It's kind of sweet, the whole
It
thing.
is.
Because then like his birthday comes.
Yeah, he's all happy now. It's like
Yeah.
he's feeling like things are going well.
Yeah, and he gives him a car. Miyagi gives him a car in the coolest car ever.
I know.
Ah.
I keep feeling that scene. He's gonna like joke with him, like, "This isn't your car," but
Yeah.
he
Give it
does.
to
He
him.
does. He
Give it to
legit gives it to him.
And this to me is the best acting from Ralph Macchio in the entire movie. And he's like, he's just kind of like thinking about everything. He's like, "You're the best friend I ever had."
Yeah.
And then he's like, "You pretty okay too."
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a really good scene right there that really works.
They're really close now.
Yeah, they're really close now. It's really, really good. Right?
Yeah, I like when he goes and it's kind of weird. Like everything's going well, and he goes to make up with Allie, and she's kind of mad at him. I'm not exactly sure why she's mad at him.
Well, because doesn't he come and say like, "Oh, you didn't."
It is kind of annoying. He jumps in front of the guns that they're playing.
Yeah.
It's like,
But he's like, the only reason you're like,
oh,
you don't
yeah,
like me
that's
is
right.
because I don't have a fancy
But she was
car.
mad before that.
She was mad before that.
So it was kind of weird.
I think it was because he just left after the thing,
After
right?
the spaghetti drop.
Spaghetti drop.
Yeah.
Spaghetti all over him.
But yeah, I do think this scene's really creative. When he walks in, he's all kind of like excited, and he sees her. Did you notice in the background the love machine?
I remember
It's
seeing
lit up at the very top that says "uncontrollable."
Oh, really?
And the music's
that's
going.
cool.
I'm like, that's a really cool scene because it's
Yeah.
like, he's totally into her and goes to find her.
Oh, yes, he is.
She's not into him, and her friends are buttholes.
Dude,
and,
that one friend of hers,
she's
a little witch.
yeah.
She's
I
kind of a
actually
little witch.
forgot to mention one part. When he goes to the party, dressed up, and the one friend's like, I don't know what she sees in him. She's like, she must be into fungus. And I was like, what does that mean?
Is that the dark-haired one?
Yes.
Yeah, she's a little witch.
Yeah.
man.
The other one just makes a few comments, but the
Yeah.
dark one is a butthole.
I don't know what she sees in him.
Well, she must be into fungus. And I was like, what does that
What a
mean?
weird thing to say.
Yeah. The one thing I found kind of funny about the scene is Allie sitting just watching the slide, and it's all guys just coming out.
Oh, is
They're
it?
all, I was like, she's moved on, Daniel.
You better
She's
watch
just
out.
watching all the dudes come
You-
out of the slide.
You don't look that good with your shirt off, Danny.
No.
Guarantee it.
No.
Yeah.
So now we've got at the tournament. All's been leading up to this. Daniel surprises everyone by making it to the semifinals.
Mm-hmm.
However, Kreese, desperate to ensure his student Johnny wins, orders his most compassionate student Bobby to intentionally injure Daniel with an illegal move.
Yeah, Bobby's that one that you're like,
He's
not so bad.
He has good morals. Yeah. Bobby
Was he the
reluctantly-
one during the fight at the dance too that was like he's had enough?
Yes. Yep.
Is that
It's the
him?
same kid.
Okay.
Yep. He reluctantly follows the order, severely injuring Daniel's leg, and the doctor declares Daniel cannot continue, but Daniel, with Miyagi's help to numb the pain, convinces him to let him fight.
Yeah, dude. So one of my favorite things is we're at the registration desk and, they pretend that Miyagi can't speak English and that Ali is his translator so that Ali can come down with him, right?
Yeah.
And then the guy's like, oh, yeah. And he's like, thank you. And then Miyagi's like, welcome. And just walks off. He gives him some
He
English.
totally understood it.
And this goes. It's so hilarious.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's cool because they sneak a black belt for,
Yep.
because he doesn't have any class. So
Yeah. This is for brown belt and above. Boy's a black belt.
yeah, and while he's like, this is how you
Gives it to
spell
Ali.
Miyagi.
Yeah.
He hands the black belt to
Dude,
Ali.
did you notice like through like the first half of the movie, everyone keeps calling him Miyagi and he keeps
No, I
correcting
didn't
him. He's
notice
like
that.
Miyagi.
Oh, really?
He says it like 4 or 5
Miyagi?
times. Yeah. They like Daniel calls him Miyagi and he's like Miyagi. He doesn't like say it specifically to him, but
But
he
you
would
just
say
slowly kinda-
Miyagi does this. And he
so
would
they
say,
make it sound clear.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Yeah, I never noticed that.
Yeah. It's
The I like the beginning of the fighting here is like point or no point, you're dead meat. One of the like before when they meet up with him and they're kind of
Is that the
harassing him.
blonde one?
Yes.
He's creepy looking.
He is
dude.
creepy. He looks like one of the Lost Boys.
Dude, I was like, is that a Lost Boy?
It looks like him, the
But
main
it's not.
kid in the Lost Boys.
But it's
yeah.
not.
One of the main kids. But yeah. But he says, point or no point, you're dead meat. I love dead meat, man.
I know,
It's such a
dead
cool 80s
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
But big time intimidation before
It really
the
is. Yep.
competition.
But then we get the second needle drop of "You're the best around."
Yeah. When Allie yells, before the music even starts, she yells, okay, Daniel, you're the best. And then that music,
Oh man, it's
she
so
does
good.
that before
I
the
didn't
music
notice
starts.
that she
She's
did
the
that.
one that kind of initiates it.
That's awesome.
You're
But
the best. You can hear in the background.
what a So this is a montage. This is one of the best montages in all.
It does
of
make
film.
the tournament way more exciting.
Dude, it is so good.
Yeah.
You can't help but get hyped.
You do.
You know?
And it makes you want to do karate so bad
Mhm.
because it doesn't just show Daniel, it shows all the fighters and all the
Yeah.
part of the competition, but in such a good way.
And they all have different fighting styles.
Yeah, you're like, man,
right?
this is super
Oh,
awesome.
that guy's really cool.
It looks like the whole town came to the
Yeah.
tournament.
and the like the
It's
design.
like nowadays it'd be like a few parents.
I know. Like, oh, Jesus. Yeah,
How
but
long is this tournament?
but the design of everything. But apparently, like it was modeled off like of a real tournament that they do, and like even the referees were actual black belts.
Yeah, I was going to
Like,
mention that
Okay.
he was part of like the movie's production of like skill
Mhm.
and stuff like that. The main one that like starts all
Yeah.
the fights.
Yeah, yeah.
He's a professional,
Mhm.
so
But
he actually fought with what's his name? Chuck Norris.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, so pretty
Yeah,
cool.
but just great needle drop. That's probably the best needle drop, but then the other one is probably Bananarama. But just so good. Great montage.
It is a good one.
Great montage.
So this move, and I'll mention that later.
Okay. And then the super intense one, I think is Tommy.
Super intense.
Oh my gosh, when Daniel chest punches him,
yeah.
the face he makes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like why?
I don't know.
Like
He looks like his haircut reminds me so much of Mark Hamill. Like,
Oh, yeah.
of
Star
Luke
Wars?
Skywalker.
Yeah,
same
Skywalker.
haircut, and he's like Skywalker,
Yeah, Skywalker. Yeah, it is really odd.
Star
like,
Killer.
Is Star Killer, yeah. And then we get to the semifinals.
That kid is so intense.
He
Though.
is-
He's the one that's like, you got him, got it. Like he's like trying so hard to be like the biggest.
he
Like,
does, like,
I don't think he landed any roles after that.
No. And then Bobby, I think it's the other guy, is told to take him out.
Yep,
Right?
yep.
He does it, and he's actually apologizing to Daniel afterwards,
After
which
he-
is kind of cool.
Yeah, he
you
kind of
know?
runs over. Sorry, Daniel.
I'm sorry, man. And then Johnny's looking at Kreese and, like looking at him.
That part's cool. I never
Such a
noticed that.
good
They're
shot.
both looking at him just like, what are we
Yeah.
doing?
It's like a realization finally that,
That
like,
we're in the wrong.
yeah, maybe this is too much.
Yeah.
Maybe our sensei is overboard, and this is not really the best way
Yep.
to be doing karate,
Yep.
right?
So now we're on the final showdown. Daniel returns to the mat to face Johnny in the final round. The match is a tense back and forth battle. It's actually a really good final fight.
Yeah, it's great.
In a climactic moment, Kreese orders Johnny to illegally sweep Daniel's injured leg, an act that Johnny clearly has reservations about, but ultimately follows.
Mm-hmm.
So with his injured leg, this is when the crane stance comes into play and the final blow. So
yeah. So after he's injured, we think he's not going to come back, right?
yeah,
He's in the back room, and then Miyagi does it again. Claps his hands super hard. And there's like nice reverb on it. 'Cause
you don't
they
even
have-
see him put it on there. You just
Yeah.
know that he cured him.
It worked. And
Yeah.
then is that the one where they're like taping up his ribs?
yeah,
Oh man.
Yeah.
I always thought that was weird. Like, what is that tape gonna do there?
I know.
It's just tape across the ribs.
I know.
Like it must be helping some way.
It's funny because I actually remember thinking that they were cheating, kind of, by
Oh.
putting that on. I'm like, well, that's not fair.
And he's padding
Like,
his
what he's
chest,
like
yeah.
gonna put this really thick tape to
Mhm.
protect his ribs. So I was
Yeah.
like, I remember kind of thinking like, this is probably illegal.
It's probably illegal. Well, there's a lot of probably illegal stuff going
There is
on
definitely, yeah.
through this whole thing. And did you notice, I never noticed it until this last time I watched it. The second point Daniel scores on Johnny, it's the very same move that Miyagi used on him when he was messing around teaching him how to punch.
Yeah, I didn't notice that.
It was the exact same move where he like goes down and like scissors his legs and then knocks him over and then hits him.
Yeah,
It's exactly
I didn't
the
even
same
notice
thing.
that. That's
I
pretty
didn't-
awesome.
I thought it was really cool.
And it was
actually.
good. Like the thing I always thought, and watching it again as an adult, I thought that was like the last kick was like the final part. Like they didn't really make contact, but there was good fight between the two of them. Like,
Oh yeah.
like Daniel actually knew more than just the crane kick. Like,
Yes.
it shows that he actually had more
He had
skill
some
than
skills.
just that.
Yeah.
I never realized that for some reason as a kid. I was just like, yeah, the very last fight, he just kicked him in the face.
Yeah, that was it.
But I do like right after Johnny sweeps, the intense kid again's like, yeah, Johnny, get him a body bag. Like,
Yeah.
he's so intense right there.
That's one of the lines that would you say put him in a body bag or get it? I don't know what he's something about a body bag, but
I
that,
think he just put him in a
but
I can't remember
that
now.
that's a line that everybody would say after that.
Yeah, the
what a
body bag.
Body bag line. Yeah. And then we have the dramatic finish, the crane kick, that
The
music.
music builds up so well for it.
Yes.
Like,
so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is
Oh,
really good.
It's
I
so
actually
fantastic.
rewatched that scene twice when I rewatched it this last week.
Uh-huh.
That it was so good that I
Yeah.
felt like I'm like I
Wanna
gotta
watch
watch
it
it
again.
again.
I
So
wanna watch it
that's
again.
what you want the movie
Mhm.
to be. So
Yeah, and then Johnny's crying.
Yeah.
and he hands the.
I liked that he was kind of respectful about it.
He gives him the trophy.
Yeah.
right. It's so good, and then
Yeah.
ends on the freeze frame of.
I'm
a
really
smiling
glad
Miyagi.
it ended there. Apparently, the scene that starts the second movie was going to be the end, and I'm
Yeah.
glad they didn't do it that way.
In my head, that scene was coming
I know.
because I hadn't seen it. In
I
a while.
actually had thought it was
I'm
part
like-
of the first one.
I'm like, well, they go out in the
Parking lot. You see
lot.
Kreese as a dirtbag.
Yeah, and then he does the honk.
Punches through the windows a bunch of times.
Isn't that where the honk thing
Yep,
comes from?
yep.
Yeah, in my head, that was the
that
end
was
of the movie.
supposed to be part of the first, but they
Mhm.
saved it for the second.
That makes sense.
It does make sense. I like it ends best just
Mhm.
done. He
Yeah.
won the tournament. It's
Miyagi's
over.
smiling.
It's great.
It's over.
So
Yeah. Yeah. What a great climax to
it was.
the movie.
So yeah. Some behind the scene things I wanted to mention. So apparently the Karate Kid's semi-autobiographical story. I
Yeah.
said that word.
There you go.
Based on the life of the screenwriter Robert Mark Kamen.
Gaiman. Yeah.
At age 17, after the 1964 New York World's Fair, Kamen was beaten up by a gang of bullies. He thus began to study martial arts. He didn't like the original instructor and he moved his study to Okinawan Goju Ryu karate under the Japanese teacher who did not speak English but had been a student of Chojun Miyagi. Pretty
that is-
interesting
that
that
is
it
cool.
it actually really shows the life of somebody.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
That's pretty cool.
I thought
think
it was
it's really
just a,
And I
fictional
also
story.
heard that it was kind of blended with another story that they had optioned from somebody.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So it's kind of a little fused.
It was like this and that, and then they kind
Yeah,
of
I had no
fused it.
idea it was based on somebody else's real life.
It's really cool.
So it's kind of cool.
Actually.
Yeah. So the casting was interesting. So Daniel LaRusso's character, originally named Danny Weber.
Danny Weber.
Which didn't fit.
No.
Especially after they cast him.
Yeah.
But there are a number of actors that were considered for this part. Sean Penn, Robert Downey Jr., Charlie Sheen, John Cryer, Emilio Estevez, Nicolas Cage, Anthony Edwards, Thomas Howell, and Tom Cruise, Eric Stoltz, and D.B. Sweeney.
Now, honestly, any of those would have been probably pretty good.
They probably would have been fine.
Like, all of those were great. I don't know about John Cryer.
I don't either. I thought it was kind of weird.
Or even Robert Downey. I don't know. But some of those would have been great.
I could see Robert Downey Jr.
Obviously, Tom Cruise would have been great.
Then.
But can you imagine? It would be so weird if it was Tom Cruise.
It would be really weird if it was
so
Tom Cruise.
odd. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Ralph Macchio was ultimately cast for the strength of a performance as Johnny Cade in The Outsiders. That's what they kind of recognized and remembered him as.
Yeah.
This is interesting. Clint Eastwood's son, Kyle Eastwood, auditioned for the role, didn't get it, and it pissed Clint Eastwood off that he knew Columbia Pictures was owned by Coca-Cola. He banned Coca-Cola from all of his movies from then on.
Jeez, that's kind of
took
a
it a
dick
little
move.
bit, yeah.
That's
took
too
it
much.
a little too far.
Did his son ever do anything else in acting, really?
He did some. He was in.
I know he's in a couple things.
He's
like
in a couple
more
things,
recently.
but not really. Yeah,
Right?
Which is weird. He didn't really do much as a kid. I know, not that I ever saw.
Yeah.
But this launched the career of Ralph Macchio, who would turn into a teen idol, featured on
Wow,
covers
I
of
know.
magazines such as Tiger Beat.
But the funny thing is, he never really did a lot of other big. Like, he did a few.
No, I felt the same way. It's like it
Like,
launched it, but it didn't really take off much.
The only other thing I recognize him from is like My Cousin Vinny,
right.
Which is a fantastic film, and then all of the Cobra Kai stuff later, and obviously
That's all
of
these. Yep,
all
that's
the
the only
Karate Kid stuff.
things that I remember him in.
Yeah.
Actually, forever thought he was the same person in Iron Eagle. Do you remember Iron Eagle?
Yeah,
I was like,
vaguely.
The kid kind of reminded me of him. I was like,
Oh,
I think
really?
he's in that.
Yeah.
Confused him a lot. So for Mr. Miyagi, prior to casting Pat Morita in the iconic role, two other revered Japanese actors were in consideration. Toshido Mifune, star of several Akira Kurosawa. I don't know those films. Gave a great addition as Mr. Miyagi. However, his performance deemed a bit too serious for the role.
Yeah.
And so that's the thing. They didn't want to cast him because they're like, he's known as a comedian. He's not, true blood Japanese because of his accent really wasn't there. But
Yeah.
the thing is, when he re-auditioned, he grew a beard. And then he practiced going off from, I think it was his uncle or his grandfather's accent, and that's kind of what landed him the role.
That
which is
makes
pretty cool.
sense,
His
yeah.
uncle is what it was. Johnny Crispin Glover, who played George McFly,
Yeah.
was considered for the role as Johnny. I can't see that.
I can't either, but
Obviously, they couldn't either.
it's hard for me because I only see him as George McFly, so I have a hard time.
I know.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's weird. Just picturing him in that, I could never see
Yeah.
it. Because he's always like a dweeb
Yeah.
dork, and so
And
it's
just-
hard to see him as a
I
villain.
think Johnny William Zabka with that blonde hair, like
Yeah.
he was perfect, man.
Yeah,
He's
he was.
perfect.
Allie, apparently Helen Hunt and Demi Moore were considered for the role of Allie.
Wow.
And
Imagine Demi Moore.
that'd be weird.
Helen Hunt's even weirder, I
Even
guess.
more weird, yeah. But yeah, like you were saying, they recognized her from a Burger King commercial that was super popular, and that's how she landed a role. This is like her first big role.
Yeah.
The referee in the tournament, that's what I was mentioning
yeah.
before, Pat E. Johnson. He was a karate expert. Johnson was a former student of Chuck Norris. Interestingly, Chuck Norris was considered for John Kreese,
Oh,
but I can't see him being a dirtbag.
he's not dirtbaggy enough, unfortunately.
That's why I think I'm
Maybe
glad.
he could be. I don't know.
He could be, but I'm glad they didn't go with him. 'Cause
I haven't seen-
he's
look-
always kind of a hero character.
Yeah, I just haven't seen, honestly, a lot of
Chuck Norris
Chuck
himself.
Norris movies.
Yeah,
I see, like, Walker, Texas Ranger is what I know
Yeah.
him from mostly.
yeah,
So.
same here. During the fight in the outside Halloween party, Daniel actually got hurt by the Cobra Kai members.
Oh, I can see that.
They had to take a few days for him to recover.
Jeez.
The other thing I thought was crazy is those suits, they're actually wetsuits that are painted with skeletons. Imagine wearing a wetsuit for that long
Oh,
for a
gosh,
party.
yeah. No, thank you.
And then to mention You're the Best actually was written for Rocky 3.
Yeah, I heard that.
So same director, but this was written for Rocky 3, and luckily it was switched because Eye of the Tiger fits the training style for Rocky
Perfect.
versus Karate Kid. So I thought that was pretty interesting. A few other things, the classic yellow car that Mr. Miyagi gives Danielson, actually, he still owns it to this day.
Yeah.
Ralph Macchio still owns it. It's in the new sequel or the new Cobra Kai series. And then Columbia Studios, they wanted to cut that. Oh, excuse me. They wanted to cut that drunken scene.
I didn't even notice it.
Yeah, that was bad. Mr. Miyagi laments the death of his wife. Like they didn't want to, like we were talking about. It was just it drug on, and they didn't feel like it was necessary. But the director knew better.
Yeah, he did.
So it's pretty cool.
He did a good job.
So, what are your favorite scenes and best characters through the movie?
Yeah, as far as my favorite character, I thought I knew who my favorite character was because at Miyagi, it's really hard to beat Miyagi.
It is really hard
But
to beat. You can't.
watching it again, I actually really loved Johnny. I thought he was awesome. Like, I thought he played so well. I thought he was actually
He's
really
better than you
good.
notice because he's a villain. You don't want to like him.
I thought he did a really good job.
Yeah.
So I'm going between those two, and obviously Daniel's great, and he's the one that I loved as a kid.
Yeah.
If you would have asked me as a kid, it was Daniel LaRusso. Like that was it. Now it's changed a little bit.
Yeah, it
right?
does change when you see more things.
Yeah,
and-
perspective changes a little
Yeah.
bit. When I go to like my favorite shot of the entire film, it was when Miyagi is teaching him how to punch. You know, the one you talked about where he's got like the baseball gear on, and, he's punching him. They're standing next to a lake. The sun's low in the sky. There's this beautiful sun flare. Wow, it is fantastic.
It is a great
cinematography. Really, really liked it. When I go to my favorite scene, though, it's probably the beach scene as Johnny and Cobra Kai show up on their motorcycles.
Yeah.
Just so good, man.
You really that crazy
I love it.
chaotic party that's going on all day.
I love it.
Yeah, it's a good one. My favorite scene is probably Daniel watching Mr. Miyagi practice a crane kick.
Yeah.
Like that whole start there and seeing how how skilled he is and how masterful he is pretty cool. As for my favorite character, I'm seriously like Allie, not because this is also like my crush. But I think she did a great job, supportive. She was very obviously into Daniel. Like I think she acted great. And this is she actually took off more from this than anybody probably.
Her acting was great.
It was.
Like
She did a
you
really good
believe her the entire time.
You do.
Everything.
So I'm giving it to her.
I like it. So how did this form us,
Yeah.
Cameron?
Well, I realized like after this movie that it made me feel like, any dork could potentially become a karate master. Like simple things, just doing some chores, being committed. Yeah, you could totally do it. And the crane kick always is in the back of my head in case I got into trouble. I knew that could come out.
That's so funny.
I know that I could probably kick somebody.
It's always in your back pocket, right?
Yeah.
Like it's there.
That move could have
In case
been
you need
used if I ever got into a situation where I needed to, defend myself.
You know what? If I was a parent in the 80s, you could really take advantage of this movie.
That's true.
Like, look, you want to be Daniel LaRusso? I've got some chores for you.
Yeah.
We're going to make it happen.
Strengthen your arms.
Yeah.
You're going to be better at defense.
You could really
could've,
take advantage.
Yeah. I wonder how many parents did take.
I don't know. I totally would have, though.
And then wax on, wax off became
Yeah.
so part of my vocabulary of joking in every situation. Still to this day, it comes up every once in a while.
Yeah, and for me, like, again, I think we've said most of this, but like the whole underdog story, it's just something that resonates, right? And I think starting with this movie, you when I was a little kid, now I always want to root for the underdog, right? And the underdog's going to win. He's going to get the girl.
It's great.
It's awesome.
It fits that like dream as a kid for sure.
It really does. And then again, I told you all the things that the after I took that with me. I took the whole like Miyagi's fixing everybody with his hands rubbing together. So yeah, this was a big piece of my childhood. It was a big deal.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Yeah.
One thing, and I will say, you probably aren't going to like the things that I'm going to say here.
Great.
It's a great story.
Yes.
And I love the underdog story as well. But honestly, like Daniel, to come and beat all of these kids that are like day after day training at the dojo, like I just don't buy it.
Oh no, I don't either.
It's just
I agree with
too
you.
ridiculous.
Well, it almost feels like, oh, these kids have been putting the work in, but nah.
Yeah.
Nah, they're not. They're gonna lose.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
what?
And
Come
just
on.
kind of suck
Yeah.
for them. The other thing is, I never liked Daniel's character.
Mm.
I liked him more now, seeing that his acting was pretty good,
Yeah.
and I just didn't like him as a kid. I don't know why. Like,
It's funny.
it's like I liked. That's what's funny is I picked this movie,
Yeah.
and I liked the Karate Kid, but I never liked
Him.
the Karate Kid.
Yeah.
I never liked him. I
That's
don't know what it
interesting.
was about
Yeah.
it, but I still remember that being kind of like, I don't like him.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know if this is a hot take at all, but Daniel deserved every beatdown he got.
That's true.
I don't think there was any part of any of that where he didn't really deserve it.
That's true.
Like maybe that first one slightly because he was just trying to help Allie, but he gave him that cheap shot. Like you deserve the dirt in your face and your brand new friends walking away from you like you're an idiot.
Yep.
I don't know. He kind of deserved it all.
He kind of did.
You
deserve
know?
it. He didn't back down.
No, he didn't. But that's good stuff though, right?
Yeah.
It is good stuff.
Let's talk about.
It's time for the Raised by VHS Top 5 list.
Sorry about that. Yeah.
Oh,
I remember.
boy.
I need to talk about a few things here.
Okay.
Martial arts became big to me after this movie.
I agree.
And so, why don't we talk about our top 5 martial arts movies from childhood?
Okay. This is gonna be good.
Yeah.
5-1.
You want me to start it off?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay.
Number 5 for Cameron.
So, number 5 for me, and it comes because of this actor was in so much in the 80s and 90s,
Yeah.
but Kickboxer.
Oh, Kickboxing.
Jean-Claude Van Damme, man.
Yes, dude. Yes.
It was a great movie.
He was a great movie. I don't remember these very well, but I watched them all.
Yeah.
I watched them all as a kid.
I know. I didn't watch them as much. Karate Kid was probably one of the
Yeah.
most watched, obviously.
Yeah.
But that was my first pick. Was I liked Kickboxer, man.
Yeah.
It was cool.
It was great. That was a good one. My number 5 is such a stupid movie, but I loved it when I was a kid. The Three Ninjas.
Oh yeah, I
Do you
forgot
remember-
about that.
Do you
one.
remember the Three Ninjas?
Yeah, yeah.
The stupid little brothers that were like, they got involved in some weird like
Yeah.
crime thing and they had to beat them all up. It's just kind of a cool thing as a kid too.
Man, I forgot all about that movie. That
Yeah.
was a pretty good movie.
That was a fun one. Okay, number 4 for me. This is the worst movie in the world, but I loved it. And this is another Jean-Claude Van Damme. Well, he wasn't like the main guy, but No Retreat, No Surrender.
Yeah,
Do you remember?
I kind of remember vaguely.
So this was the worst movie. It was horribly made, but basically it was this kid. He's trying to be some, he's martial arts master, and eventually the ghost of Bruce Lee comes and teaches him.
No, maybe
Kung
I don't remember
Fu.
that well.
It's so bad. It's so bad, but I loved it as a kid. Like it was just, my grandma had it on like a VHS tape that I always borrowed. So
Yeah,
number
that's
4,
a good one.
No Retreat.
That's
No
number
Surrender.
4.
Yep.
My number 4 is Dragon, the Bruce Lee story.
Okay.
I guess I wasn't so much a kid. I was kind of more teen.
Okay.
But do you remember that one?
No, I do not.
It's great,
No.
man.
Is it good?
It's actually a really good movie. It
Nice.
tells you about the story of Bruce Lee and what happened to him and how he brought to the United States his form of martial arts, which is really cool. So
Nice.
that would be my number 4.
I like it. How about your number 3?
My number 3, this is a weird one, man.
Mm-hmm.
But it's Big Trouble in Little China.
Okay, I guess that's a martial arts
It's
movie.
not like a tournament, but
Yeah.
the martial arts in it
Great.
is great. Like
Boy, I haven't seen that one forever either.
it's
man.
so good.
It's been
Like,
so long.
It's one of my favorite movies as a kid because I was like, Kurt Russell's amazing. Everything he's in, he's
Yeah.
like one of my favorite actors of all time.
Mhm.
But just like the martial arts that's going on in the background, it's really well done.
Oh, cool. I'd have
Fighting
to
in the
watch it.
air, swords, like
Yeah.
you got all these expert
Mhm.
martial arts. That's a great movie. man.
Nice. My number 3, and this one was from I was a little bit older in the 90s. Rush Hour.
Yeah.
Remember Rush Hour?
Yeah.
I mean, it was good. It was hilarious. Was it 2? 2 might have even been funnier. But Rush Hour 1, Jackie Chan was so cool, and the movie was hilarious.
Yeah.
So that's one word. Rush
That's a
Hour.
good one.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Number 2, I just got to go with Karate Kid.
Yeah.
That is my number 2.
That's funny because
Karate
that's my number 2.
Is it?
Yep.
Nice.
So
Put it in the same spot.
Yeah, Karate Kid. It is. I mean, because I think it's one of the more clear movies that you understand. It's not super violent. It
yeah.
applies to you as a child. So yeah, that was my number 2.
I like it. How about number 1?
My
buddy?
number 1, and this goes back probably more to like my brother being so obsessed with this movie that it became my favorite too.
Yeah.
It's Bloodsport.
Oh, Bloodsport.
Bloodsport was so awesome
'Kay.
because Jean-Claude Van Damme, again, was super awesome in it. And the final fight where he gets blinded and he has to finish off the main guy. He's like, like,
right.
I don't know. I think it's because I watched it so much. My brother loved it. And I was like, my brother's so cool. And yeah. So
was that the one where they're like kind of like underground fights or something?
Yeah, it is.
Was that
It's
the one?
weird.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a weird movie, but it was my favorite one.
I haven't seen it forever. That's a good one.
Yeah.
My number one, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Forgot about those.
That movie I watched over and over.
That is a great one.
And
That's probably the one that should have been number one.
It's so good.
I forget it's even like martial arts. It just seems like a cartoon, but
Ninja.
You're talking the live action one, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
The live action. Yes.
I remember watching that at the drive-in theater.
I did too.
On top of my dad's Bronco.
I saw it in the theater too.
Did you?
The drive-in theater.
So freaking cool.
Oh my gosh.
I
was
do
obsessed
remember
with
that
movie. It was really good. So yeah, that's our top 5 martial arts movies from childhood.
That's good.
But Cam, I'm really excited because it's
Raised by VHS Movie Memorabilia Inferno.
So last episode, unfortunately, we didn't have it with us. Today, I do have it with us. My gift to Cameron, and this is a 2-part gift, Cam. Okay, so I want you to get excited.
I am excited.
Okay, so
There's so many things that are in my mind right now.
you don't know. The first one, this comes actually from my personal collection because I have a weird personal collection of movie novelizations.
Yeah.
The Karate Kid official movie novelization from 1984.
Oh, wow.
That is the first one. Those are fantastic.
Wow.
I have all 3. Now I'm going to have to go find the first one again, but I've found them out in the wild a few times. So that one, so good. This second one.
Not very long.
No, it's not very long. The movie novelizations were pretty short. They were for kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This one is an actual official promo item from Columbia Pictures that they made back then. I don't know why
How'd you find it?
I found it on eBay, actually. I don't know why they made these, but it's kind of dumb, but just cool because it was a real, like, item. So this is, you're probably not even know what it is. Check this out. This is a movie promo nylon lunch bag.
It's a lunch bag?
It's a lunch bag from Columbia Pictures.
What?
They made those to promote the film in 1984.
Are you kidding me? That's crazy.
Never sold in stores, just handed out as promo items at different events for the Karate Kid.
To promote it, huh?
To promote it. Yeah. Pretty darn
That's
cool.
crazy. No one like threw it away. Like,
I know.
What is this trash?
Yeah, so
That's pretty awesome.
But you can see
no
that
one
it
would really have this.
No, it's not an easy thing to find, but it's pretty cool, I thought.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so probably not at all what you were thinking for this movie.
Not at all.
But I thought it was kind of cool.
Yeah.
So
I was thinking maybe a poster.
A
I was
poster
like,
or
maybe you
something.
found a poster.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
that's
yeah.
better because
Yeah.
that's super unique.
It's super unique. Yeah, that's from 1984.
Book will even fit in there.
I know. I actually had it in there, but I
Lunch
wanted to give
bag.
it to you separately. So that is the
That's
Karate
weird.
Kid.
That's weird.
Guys, this is really good stuff, right?
Yeah, it is. It's a great movie. Everybody on Earth, I think, has probably seen it or heard of it
Yeah,
at least.
for sure. So let's get to rating this bad boy, Cam. Remember our rating system, late fee rating system out of 100. Guys, don't get too caught up on this. This is just rating out of 100. How much would you pay in late fees for this?
So I
movie?
put just. So this is funny because when I put a cost in there specifically, like before even watching it again as an adult, because it's just basing off what I remembered and what I thought as a kid. It was like originally a 51.
Yeah.
Now 69.
69. Yeah. That's good.
So like the acting was better than I remembered, and the storyline is good, and it keeps a good flow for being a longer movie for a kid.
Yes, for sure. It is longer. It's longer than I remember. It's
same
over
here.
2 hours long, which is kind of crazy. I gave it $71. I would pay 71. So we were actually really close.
Yeah.
And if you would have asked me as a kid, this would have been like 90. This
Yeah,
would have
exactly. I just don't. It didn't stand out quite as much as a kid.
Yeah.
Watched it several times, but it is one that would come on TV, and I'd stop and watch it. So
Right,
that
yeah.
makes it more valuable.
So the final verdict, the raised by VHS late fees is $70 for this. So
I think that's a great.
7 out of 10.
I think that's I think that's a fair rating.
Out of 100. So that's it.
Yeah.
That's the Karate Kid, guys.
Man,
Pretty
That's
good, huh?
broken down right there.
Yeah.
You don't even have to watch it ever again.
You don't have to
Just
watch it
re-listen
again.
to this.
That's right. Thank you guys so much for listening. Make sure you've hit subscribe. Make sure you send this to all your friends that do the crane kick in their backyard too. They're going to want to hear this.
Yeah.
So make sure you send it over to them. Follow us on the social medias. Anything else, Cam?
Nope.
Thanks, guys.